My name's Tyrone. I completed my house sale yesterday.
Okay, first thing, I love the music, digging the music. And second thing, I love the fact that you're just putting yourself out there right away, respect from me.
And this is a HMO I've just purchased. Come and take a look. So inside to the right, we have our first bedroom.
That's not any bedroom, that's a bedroom that used to be a sitting room. People say, I've got a sitting room, what am I gonna do with it? Maybe I need to get a builder out to turn it into a bedroom. No, you don't, you just need to put a bed in it. That's what this guy's done, Tyrone. Put a bed in a sitting room, put number 1 on the door, now it's bedroom number 1. Love that.
If we just go upstairs, this is our second bedroom. Our third bedroom to your right. And finally our fourth bedroom. Also to the left we have a bathroom just here, a second bathroom just here, and I'll show you downstairs.
So 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, HMO, fantastic. Just like my very first property. And the cool thing is to get a 4-bed HMO, you don't need a license. So there's no license, there's no planning, there's no regulations like that. So it's pretty straightforward. It looks like the doors are fire doors, I hope, which just keeps the place safe. And it's his first property investment. So to get your very first property investment as a HMO, that's pretty impressive. It's much more profitable than a single let. I hope you give the figures.
Our living room. This is the living room and joint to the kitchen, which obviously all the students can use. Yep, this is the garden. I'm doing this video so I just want to show people that it is possible that you can get what you want as long as you work for it, because I've had a lot of people doubting me over a very long time that you won't get it, or you need to stop, and just trying to put you off. It's just ignore all that and just do what you got to do.
Love this guy's attitude. That's exactly right. You are going to have people, naysayers, saying you can't do it. I mean, this guy probably looks about my age, maybe around about 28, 29 years old. And for sure, people probably advised him, buy a house to live in first, or rent, or don't buy and do property because there's this risk and that risk, and the media is saying this. And he's got through that and pushed through that. So no doubt this is going to be the first of many.
And also, in a few years' time, I want to look back to the stage I'm at now and see how far I've come and built as a person.
Okay, so that's great. Specifically, what is it you've accomplished so far?
Today, this is a 4-bedroom HMO behind me, as you can see. I've bought it, I've purchased it. I don't owe any money on it as it stands. It's completely debt-free, and yeah.
Now I'm questioning how this dude's purchased this house. Now, he looks like a young guy. He seems like a hard worker, like a hustler, like me. He's bought the house. He hasn't got any debt on it, which means he's bought it cash. So I'm wondering how he's paid for this house. I'm also wondering why he's not refinancing this property, because it looks like it's in decent condition. He could refinance that, take out 75% equity, and then put that into multiple other properties, HMOs, and become financially independent. I'm wondering now what's happening. I'm interested.
But it's just basically, you just got to save everything and keep your expenses so low. Obviously people call me tight, or he's cautious, I never see you spending money, this, that, but you've got to be tight, because then when you're older and you get to that successful stage, then you can start helping the friends and family out who have looked after you, but you have to be tight to start with.
Okay, that's where I'd slightly disagree with Tyrone, our friend right now. Yeah, listen, of course, there's times when you do need to be tight with luxuries that you haven't necessarily got right now. This guy's a grafter, He's clearly, I don't know how he saved up that money, but even though he's only like 28, 29, I can tell that he's made that money himself, and he's literally saved it up and then bought this house cash. I mean, at least he's bought a HMO that's hopefully going to be cash flowing in positive, but that is the very slow way to do it. And he's talking about, be really tight, because then one day you can look after your family and your friends and stuff. I believe that, when you work really hard and you have serious discipline and you delay your gratification for ultimately one day when you can then, that works to a point. But if you want to, in my opinion, you want to get rich and you want things to happen a bit quicker, you've got to be really smart. This guy works hard. He's not an idiot, he's smart, but I think he could be smarter with how he leverages his money and also how he gets his money in the first place. But I don't know the guy. I respect him greatly, but if he was my mentee, with his attitude, I'd scale things real big real quick. I just know I would.
To be honest, if I had 3 houses, I'd be 3 houses fully paid. I'd class myself as successful.
When you said if I had 3 houses, I was thinking you can do that fast. You can do that. You know, you said, oh, you know what, my end goal if I had 3 houses, I was thinking you can do that in 6 months. And then you said fully paid. I'm thinking, but why do you need the houses to be fully paid? Because the cash flow won't be much different. That house is fully paid. I don't know where that is, but you probably rent that out. Let's say that's in Birmingham, let's say. You'll probably rent that house out for about £1,500, £1,600 a month. And you're going to have to pay bills, management, you know, a few hundred quid here, a few hundred quid there. Without mortgage payments, your cash flow each month might be around about £1,200 a month. But with mortgage payments, let's say the house is 150 grand, your cash flow is going to be maybe £850, £900 a month. Just a little bit less cash flow, but instead of you having to save up and buy the house for cash, which is going to take years, dude, you need to leverage your money, man. You really need to leverage your money. Think cash flow rather than having to own things outright. But hey, thank God you bought HMO. Thank God you bought an investment instead of buying a house to live in. But leverage, leverage, leverage. That's my lesson for you.
Because then I don't have to rely, anything that replaces your income, say for example you're earning £2,000 a month, if you have 3 dwellings and you're renting them out, bringing that same income in, anything that matches your income now are classed as successful because you're not actually having to work for it as such if you get a managing agent to come in and look after the property.
I totally agree with you there, Tyrone. That is successful. That's what I call financially independent, because if you've got a recurring passive property income coming in that's covering your living expenses, you're financially independent. The thing is, you can get there pretty quick. You can get there in 12 months, easy peasy, if you work smart as well as hard. You gotta keep up that crazy work ethic, but also start working real smart as well. See, for instance, this video, my team found this video. This video is not available anywhere online. You should be publishing this video, building your brand right now, showing people what you've done, and then using the bank's money, but also using investors' money. If you're using the bank's money and investors' money, goodness, forget 3 HMOs, you go get 20 HMOs. You go buy a castle.
Okay, so you mentioned 3 properties would be almost borderline successful. You also said it's addictive. So where's it going to stop? Where's the line?
It's a good question because it is very addicting. Obviously, that's a good question. It's very addicting. You get to 3, I probably will want more, but...
No. You definitely will want more. Never's enough. Because you know why never's enough? Because when you've seen that it's possible, to then stop and say, I've got enough now, that's called selfish. If you've got the capacity and the skills and the brain to make a lot of money, but you don't because you think, I've got all I need, that's selfish. Because you can be providing more accommodation for people. When you make money, you're adding value to lots of people, investors, the economy, tenants. And then when you make that money, you're going to pay tax on the money. You're going to help the economy that way. And then the money that you get, you're going to give some of it to charity, I hope. So you won't stop because you're not selfish.
I'll hopefully take a step back and not have to work 70, 80 hours a week and miss family occasions, family parties. I want to have a bit more family time, so that's my long-term goal.
Okay, so a bit about you and how you got here then. What do you do on your days off then? Because you work 80
I have to laugh because I'll
week.
get asked that question. So that is probably the biggest question I get asked. What do you do on your days off? And to be honest, I very rarely have days off, very rarely. And if I do have days off, I'm trying to read or study or speak to knowledgeable people who can help me achieve where I want to get to. I'm not just doing parties, I'm not doing all that, I'm not interested, I just want to be successful.
I knew he was a grafter, I knew it. Not taking days off, and on top of that, as well as being a hard worker, this guy's studying, this guy's researching. That's why he's got a HMO. That's why he managed to get the finance to buy the HMO in the first place. Don't ever call this boy lucky, he ain't lucky.
This is my biggest risk. All my savings have literally invested into this, what's behind me, not knowing, going in blind as such, because I've not got any background experience of this. This is all new to me. I'm still learning. I've got the close friends around me still trying to help and support me. So this is a big risk because I've got literally everything's going into this.
Massive respect, man. And you know what? You want to be successful, you have to take a risk. Every investment is a risk because otherwise it wouldn't be called an investment, it'd be called a guarantee. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but when you educate yourself, work hard, and take massive action like you're doing, Tyrone, you're going to be super successful, man. I can't wait. I'm going to see you one day on my YouTube channel on Winners on a Wednesday. I know that.
I've made a couple of regrets, a couple of mistakes with work, I'd say. Sometimes letting your pride get in the way of where you want to get to.
No. You're not proud, man. That's not your problem. Your problem is buying something cash and then not refinancing it and buying more houses.
Would you say that work has affected your personal life?
Work's affected my personal life because I've missed a lot of family occasions, a lot of weddings, parties. I missed a lot of things that I should have went to, but I was in the process of just wanting to get my goal.
I'm glad you didn't go to those parties. You can be the guy who's at their daughter's 16th birthday party, but is broke and is a failure to the family, and ends up homeless, shaking on the streets because he's got no money, but he was at the family occasions. Or you can be the guy that sacrifices it, takes the effort, makes the money, becomes financially independent. Then once you're financially independent, then you enjoy that, your family enjoy that, and you needed to miss those parties. Good for you.
All my close friends and family, they know me as a person, and I speak to them all the time. You should save. Don't listen to what other people have to say, because there's always people saying, oh, you're being too tight, or you don't spend your money, or they're going out clubbing. That don't interest me. If you want to be successful, you've got to make sacrifices, and unfortunately I've had to make a lot to get where I am today.
Okay, so long-term goals then. What's your goals for 5 to 10 years, let's say?
For 5 to 10 years, I'd want a second property for sure. I'd want a second, probably, well, more than likely, no way outright, but I will hopefully be able to get a mortgage on the second property.
Have you got a plan to get there with that? Have you got a plan
Not yet. This literally, I've just got to this first hurdle, and I've not got to that stage yet, but I'm sure it will all unfold in the near future.
Second property in the next 5 to 10 years, dude. Nah. You need a second property the next 3 to 6 months. You're thinking way too small. And I think the reason you're thinking too small is because in your mind, you've got to work to get the money to then buy the house. But you don't have to do that. And I don't know what you're doing for a living, but with your tenacity and your skill set that you've now got by having that HMO, you can probably triple what your salary is as well. I don't know what your salary is, but I bet you can triple it.
I know you as a person already, so if you're trying to talk to me and sell me something, I know you as a person. I know you for the last few years, what you've been doing, and I'll go by your behaviour, not your words. So if you're saying, oh yeah, I want to be successful, how do you do that? Oh, can you help me? But then you're partying every Friday, Saturday night, and going to all these clubs. I don't see you as wanting to be successful, because I see you buying £150 champagne bottles in clubs, trying to impress people.
That is so true. There's so many talkers. It's almost, when I started out in property when I was 17, back in 2009, it wasn't cool to be an entrepreneur. You know, my friends were like, what are you doing? It wasn't cool. Now, it's cool. And everyone talks about it like they're an entrepreneur, but really they're not, because they just want to be comfortable. They want to be at the club. They want to be at home with their mummy watching EastEnders. Losers, bums. So, you know, you got to separate yourself from the talkers and get around people that are actually the walkers. Agree with you 100%.
I would say I was addicted to working as such, but now I've got this goal. Hopefully I can step back a tiny bit, and I'm sure it will make me relax much more now I've got my first one.
I wouldn't step back from work. I would just change the way you're working. I don't know what you're doing, but this is what I say about tripling your salary. I would continue working, and you better stay addicted, because if you're not addicted, then that's bad news. You've got the fire in your belly, that's good. So you've got to find a way how you can make more money and then invest more money and leverage using banks' money, other people's money. That's what you really need to get.
So here I've got 4 bedrooms, and I'm renting them out to each student. So at the minute I've got 4 students here. They've contracted to here out till July, and straight after this I'm already looking now for the next lot of students to come in. So you do make a lot more income having individual rooms as opposed to renting out to one family, because obviously you're getting the whole income per room, per person. I recommend this more than a buy-to-let, 100%. Because with buy-to-let, if you have a family that live there and they move out, then you've got a void period that you have to try and cover, and it's hard to cover it, because there will be a period where obviously they're moving out, they're moving in, and there'll be a gap. Whereas if you've got 4 rooms, if one person does move out or something does happen, I've still got money, income, cash flow coming in.
One thing Tyrone does know about is he knows about HMOs. And I don't know where you learned about HMOs. Maybe you learned it from me, I don't know. Maybe my YouTube videos, but you know a lot about HMOs, and you're gonna be a great landlord, and you're gonna run this well. You deserve to make good money from it. I just want to see you expand and grow and do this more.
I've spoken to a couple of businessmen, and they won't touch students. They will not touch students. They'll touch working professionals or things like that. But for me, there was all these students in here. Obviously I know what students are like working with students full time, so I know what students are like, and I'm happy to take that risk. And as long as you build a good relationship with them as such, I know some landlords don't like to, as long as you build a good relationship with them, I believe you can accomplish it and everything will be safe.
Tyrone knows his market. That's great. You know what? My HMOs are professional HMO house shares. They're professional, they've got workers in there. He's gone down the student route because that's his market. He knows his market, he understands his market, which is why this property is going to do well. The problem is when people get greedy and they just take the first person, they move a student in and then a tenant who's a professional and then a DSS, and it's like, no, that's going to be a nightmare. You need to know your market, know your product, and put the right people in. You've gone down the student route, good for you.
I'd just like to say thank you for everyone who's, first of all, watched my video and also helped me along the way. I've got a lot of friends and family who I'd know for sure wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. Yeah, I just appreciate that.
Gratitude, one of the most important parts of being an entrepreneur. It can be a lonely road, but when you stay thankful to the people that have helped you get there, really, really important. That's one of my #1 core values is gratitude and honoring people that have helped me get there. So good props to you, man, doing that.
I mean, I'm still learning myself, so I'm still open to any ideas you might have or questions. Just feel free to get at me.
Second great trait is humility. You know, so you've been thankful to those that have helped you, but now you're still open-minded. You say, I'm still learning. Dude, I love that. I think I'm going to be a friend of yours one day. I'm super pumped to see that. I'm glad to see people winning. I think I've got your phone number as well. I've never spoke to Tyrone before. I've seen some of his comments on YouTube. One of my members of staff picked this video up. He sent it direct. I think I've got his number somewhere. I've never spoken to Tyrone ever. Let me see, because I'm gonna phone him, and I'm gonna thank him for making this video, and I'm gonna congratulate him on his success, and I'm gonna encourage him to become more successful.
Hello.
Tyrone Saxton, what's happening?
Oh wow! Yes, Samuel.
How you doing, my friend?
You're right, yeah.
I just thought I'd give you a shout out, bro, just to say a couple things. Firstly, thanks for your support and stuff on the YouTube channel. I appreciate your comments. But secondly, I watched your video, bro, and honestly, it was sick.
Cheers, man. Fucking hell, I'm shocked. I'm hot now. I wasn't expecting you to ring me out of all people.
Dude, your video was good, man. Honestly, respect. You're one of the hardest working grafters I've seen, bro.
No, cheers, I fucking love your videos. I'm addicted to your videos, literally. I have it on my laptop, my phone, everything. I love it.
So what I want to know, a couple things. I want to know firstly when you're going to be on Winners on a Wednesday, and secondly, when you're going to refinance that house and start getting some debt, because I noticed that you're not a fan of debt, but I think you could change that.
Hello?
Yo, can you hear me?
Sorry, my signal went. Sorry, carry on.
I was just saying a couple of things. Firstly is when you're going to be on Winners Wednesday. Secondly, when are you going to refinance your HMO and start building that empire?
Winners Wednesday, I'll come on whenever. It's just, I think it's a big thing, to be honest, because I see some of the people you have on there, I watch them, and it's just like, for me, it's not a big thing compared to everyone else. But I don't mind coming on whenever.
Yeah, well, when are you gonna refinance your HMO and get some more houses?
Yeah, I'm gonna refinance it in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yes, that's good, man. That's good, because I've noticed in some of your comments you seem to have a little bit of a I don't know whether it's like a mindset blockage around debt.
Yeah, I've always hated debt. If I can't buy something, I just don't like debt. I love just only purchasing something if I've got it. It's just everyone's different, and I've just always felt uncomfortable owing someone money.
Yeah.
Since your video has slightly changed my mentality a bit.
Yeah.
Before I used to pay off things very quick. Now I'm starting to calm down on that a bit.
Yeah. I mean, you understand the difference between debt that serves you and debt that doesn't, though, right?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, about liabilities, and I watched all your videos about liability and something that makes you
Yeah.
each moment cash.
Yeah, exactly. But no, that's.
Fucking hell, Sammy, man. Shit.
Listen, your video is amazing. You should be sharing it. And honestly, as I say, appreciate the support and stuff. Let me know once you've got one or two more HMOs. Once you've kind of got to around the £2,000 a month mark coming in from property, let's hook up and do an interview.
Definitely, fucking hell. You made my week, man. I'm so happy, man. I love it. I'm so happy. Thanks for ringing me, Sam.
You're so welcome, Tyrone. God bless. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend.
Cheers, thank you. Bye.
There we go. Tyrone, friggin' phenomenal to speak to you, bro. Thank you so much for picking up my call. I'm glad you did. And I look forward to seeing you on Winners on a Wednesday when you got a couple more houses. Peace out. Thanks for watching this, folks. If you enjoy my videos, smash the like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. You never know when you might just feature on my channel. You never know when I might just suddenly pick up the phone and phone you just to congratulate your success. I love congratulating people's successes, and I love holding people account to their goals. And of course, teaching people and equipping people about property, investing, and financial freedom. So subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and I'll see you next time.